Hey guys, JPMX21 here. Welcome back to another one of our WWE pay-per-views, previews/reviews, and this time it's time to do the review of WWE Backlash 2016. And well, I've told this a million times on Twitter, but Backlash was really good, and I have to say, Clash of Champions, that is going to be hard to top. I don't know, maybe it's because we got new champions pretty much every single time except for one, but Backlash was great. Backlash, in my opinion, was top 3 best pay-per-views this year. In my opinion, it was better than SummerSlam. It was better than WrestleMania itself. I mean, yes, you can't compare a brand exclusive to the biggest show of them all, but I mean, for me, Backlash is on top 3 best pay-per-views this year, in my opinion. My favorite was Money in the Bank, then I'll say Battleground, and then Backlash. So, yeah. I think it was great. It was awesome, and it was an awesome pay-per-view, and all of the matches were solid. Wrestling-wise, it was an awesome pay-per-view, hands down. Storyline-wise, it was great, with the exception of one little thing. We'll talk about that. But yeah, we're gonna go through all of the matches by order. I'm gonna give it a rating, like usual, from 0 to 5. A rating out of 5. I'm not giving any zeros today, but I should to one of them. But yeah, we're gonna start off with the pre-show match. We're gonna start off with a kickoff show. We had not announced, of course. They had to put something in the pre-show, so they announced at Backlash. They announced Baron Corbin versus Apollo Crews, which Baron Corbin won. Baron Corbin won the match, and to be honest, this was a great match. I mean, for a pre-show, it was great. It was a great match for a pre-show match. I mean, Apollo did his thing. Apollo had that good spot when he did that Samoan drop. He grabbed Corbin, then he did the Samoan drop. Then Corbin, I think it was he went full speed. He hit the stairs, and then Apollo picked him up and went for the Samoan drop, all that stuff, and eventually Corbin won after a deep 6 and went for the end of day. He went for a deep 6, then he somehow kicked out. He kicked out of the deep 6, and Apollo didn't kick out at the end of days. And I don't know what's going on with Apollo. His new gimmick is so goddamn weird. It was so weird when he faced AJ on Smackdown and he started spelling out his name. Is that your new gimmick? Come on. I mean, yes, that's the thing that Apollo needs. Corbin is good. Corbin's character is good, but Apollo's character is not all that, to be honest. Because Apollo's character is not all that, because it's just he's so blank. He doesn't have personality. I said this on SummerSlam, and that's why I wanted to see The Miz win on SummerSlam against Apollo. He doesn't have personality. He needs a reboot. Everybody on the internet's talking. Apollo needs a reboot. I don't know, maybe they turned him heel or something, but it's just not making Apollo really shine, which he should, because he's a great performer, but his character doesn't push him off. You know those guys are great on the mic and that are not all that wrestling wise. For example, Enzo. I think Enzo is hands down one of the best superstars in the mic, but he's not all that in ring. Okay, he's good, he's underrated, but he's not over the top great on the mic. And Apollo is completely the opposite. He's awesome in the ring, but he doesn't deliver when I mean, if you want to win a mid-card title, you need to have even just a mid-card title. If you want to win a mid-card title, you gotta be like The Miz, like Dolph Ziggler. I mean, yeah, Ziggler and Miz are a perfect example of mid-card talent, which are fighting for the mid-card title because they're great in ring, they have great mic skills, so that's great. So that's what I think. So yeah, the match was good. I'm gonna give the match a 3 out of 5 because for a pre-show match, it was actually a pretty good match. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Moving on to the first match on the show, we had Daniel Bryan and Shane coming out and presenting and introducing the first match on the card, which is the Women's Championship. On the line, we had a 6-pack elimination match to determine the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion between Nikki Bella, Becky Lynch, Carmella, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, and Natalya. Now, the match itself started really good. The match started really good. No one was getting eliminated in the first minutes of the match, and I like that. You know, Naomi actually, to be honest, I thought Naomi was gonna be the first eliminated, and she was not gonna do much, and she did. She was actually pulling off great things. She was the reason why Alexa was pinned. She did that. She did that top rope thing. It was great. She was great. And even though I didn't really like, you know, Alexa was the first eliminated with that spot with Naomi and Natalya. Natalya pinned Alexa. Alexa was the first eliminated, and which, to be honest, I would have made Alexa being like the third being eliminated, not like the first. Alexa's great. Alexa is great in ring. She's great on the mic. She is a great heel, and I think she deserves a bit more. But she's young. Alexa's young, so yeah. Then I didn't like too much. Like Natalya put on the sharpshooter against Naomi, and Naomi immediately tapped. Why immediately? Why did you immediately have to tap? That was just a thing for me. So just a thing for me. I believe she should have stayed on a little bit longer, because why are you rushing? It's an elimination match. No one is gonna win from you being eliminated. So yeah. Then the next eliminated was Natalya, when Nikki Bella comes out and does the fireman into a reverse neckbreaker, something like that. I don't know how they call her new finisher. She had the rack attack, but now she's back with a new finisher, which is good. It's a good finisher. It's like fireman thingy and reversed into a kind of an RKO, a cutter. So yeah, but it's good. It's good. And then Natalya was eliminated. Carmella rolls up Nikki Bella and eliminates Nikki Bella, and I was like, okay, so Nikki's eliminated. And at that point, I knew that Becky was winning. And I became so happy at that point. But I don't know, WWE sometimes like to put some curveballs on it, but WWE likes to put some curveballs on us, but to be honest, this time it was not. Carmella, like Alexa, Carmella's young. She could still get some more. And then Becky started lowering up with some backplexes, and it was great. And then Carmella slapped her, and then she was going for something, and then she went for the disarmer, and Carmella tapped out. And there is your winner and your new and the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. She won. I love Becky. Becky is my wrestling bae. She's great. She is absolutely incredible, and she's great in the ring. Her mic skills are fantastic, are great. She's funny. She's funny on the mic when she can be and all that stuff, and she's great. I think Becky deserved it. She said it on the post match thing. She said she's the last one of the 4 horsewomen to win a title, and it was worth it. It was worth the wait because she deserves the hell out of it. And it was perfect. Now you have 2 feuds for the women's title. You have I think Natalya is gonna be the one that's gonna face Becky right now. But this time Becky is gonna come out on top. Natalya is gonna be the one because Natalya got 2 pins. That's just my thing. But then it could be Alexa, Naomi. I doubt Naomi. Because she's a face. And, I mean, face versus face works, but still. I think it's gonna be Natalya to face Becky at No Mercy for the title, and then you have the other match, which is Nikki versus Carmella. You have Nikki versus Carmella, and you have the title with Becky against someone else. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. It works. It's good. So the match was great. I'm so happy that she won. That Becky is now the champion. Much deserved. So I'm gonna give this match a 3.5 out of 5. I would give it a 4, but that would just be too biased, and yeah, I would give it a 4 because Becky won and Becky is my wrestling bae, but no, I'm just keep it in a 3.5. So moving on to the next match on the card, we have the what did they call it? The second chance match. I think it was the second chance match between the Usos and the Hype Bros to go on to face Slater and Rhino for the inaugural Smackdown Tag Team Championships. And this match was, I mean, it was good. It was good for what it's worth and for what it was. It was good, but everybody knew that the Usos were winning. They are these fresh new heels, and they made the Usos win. So it's good. I liked it, even though I don't like the Usos as faces. I'm starting to get, I don't know. Maybe I can like the Usos again, because these heel Usos look very, very cool, and I like the fact that they usually make to say who's Jimmy and who's Jay. They say, oh, Jimmy is the one that has the face paint on the right, and Jay is the one that has the face paint on the left. I don't know if that was the thing or if it was the other way around. But this time, it was not that. This time, one of them came out without a shirt, and the other came out with a shirt. So, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. They no longer have the face paint on. So yeah. But yeah, the match wasn't all that. I mean, yes, it had some spots, but we all knew what's gonna happen. I mean, Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder are good, but I just wanted Zack to be in the Intercontinental titles scene. He had a great match with Rusev at Battleground, and then he had a great match with Rusev at Battleground, and then it was just like, man. And then I knew when Mojo Rawley was drafted, I knew they were gonna put him with Zack. So yeah, that's it. That's the thing. But I mean, I'm not gonna give it a negative rating. I'm just gonna give it a 2.5 because the match wasn't all that, but still, it gave heat to the Usos, and that's what I majorly liked. So yeah, the Usos won, which they should have, and they won. So yeah, moving on, the next match on the card, and I've gotta say that I have to clap my hands for this one because I was really worried for the Intercontinental title. So first off, we have the Intercontinental Championship on the line. We have The Miz defending against Dolph Ziggler, and I told at SummerSlam that I was not too hopeful for the Intercontinental title, Intercontinental Championship scene because there were not too many. I mean, Corbin, but heel versus heel doesn't work. Apollo, it already happened. Kalisto's injured. And then you have Dolph Ziggler, which came out, and I was like, okay, it should work, it could work. And then The Miz cuts out a great promo, and this honestly was the best match on the card. Surprisingly, because this was probably the match that I was least excited about, to be honest. This was the match I was least excited. I was not too excited for this match. I thought it was going to be like I don't know, it was like gonna be like a 10-minute match with not much, but it was great. It was awesome, and I don't know, it was one-on-one. I'm gonna tell you right now, one-on-one, this was probably, from the matches I've seen, all from the Miz's matches, one-on-one, this is probably the Miz's best match ever. One-on-one with somebody else, this is probably his best match. This match was incredible. This was surprisingly good, and it was really, really good. So yeah, you had Zig, and you know what, I just saw this. I went to an article and I saw that, you know, Punk got completely obliterated against Gall in UFC 203, and I saw a thing that The Miz went for a right hand, and then Ziggler did exactly the same thing that Gall did against Punk, and I was like, wait, is that foreshadowing? Is that a thing for CM Punk? It was weird. But the match was great. The Miz kicking out of the suit. He didn't kick out. He put his leg on the ropes at the right second, at that perfect spot, at that perfect moment. He put his feet. He put his legs and put his feet on the ropes. That was great. And the match ended with some controversy, and yeah, Maurice put a spray painting or something, pepper spray or something like that on Ziggler's face, and The Miz went for the skull-crushing finale, and The Miz wins. I'm not too mad about that ending. I'm not mad about that ending at all, because The Miz is a heel. He needs the heel heat, and to be honest, in my opinion, he's the real. Some people call him the real heel of WWE because he is legit hated. And I have to be honest. I mean, I like him because I hate him because he's good. If it makes any sort of sense, he's great. He's great as a heel. He's honestly one of the best heels in WWE right now. And it's great. The feud is definitely going to continue. And I mean, Ziggler needs the title, but it was great to see The Miz winning right now and putting up such a great match. It was great. So yeah, I'm gonna give this match a 4 out of 5. I mean, it was great. It was all over the top. It was great. I almost want to give it 4.5. But I don't know what's gonna happen on I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow on SmackDown. So we just have to wait and see if the rivalry if the feud continues and Ziggler ends up picking up the title in the end. I would be okay. Miz keeps chasing for the title. It's great. So yeah, moving on to the next match on the card, and this was the only downfall of this pay-per-view, to be honest. In my opinion, this was the only downfall of this pay-per-view. We have Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. And apparently there were some rumors going up on the internet before the pay-per-view started that Randy Orton was not going to be able to compete because of his, I think it was because of Lesnar's, the injury that Lesnar did to him on his head, and he's not 100%. So I think it was because of that. And then they put this angle when Randy got hurt on his leg. He got a leg injury and he was not able to compete, and Bray Wyatt got the win as a result of it. He said, "Oh, I want you to count to 10 so I can get my victory as a forfeit," and he did, and Bray Wyatt won. And then I was like, okay, this can't be the ending of this. The pay-per-view still has a lot to come, and the guy, the announcer, I don't know what his name is, I'm sorry, but the announcer said, however, in a no-holds-barred match, Bray Wyatt's gonna face this man. And I was like waiting, and I was like, is Harper gonna come back as a face and face Bray? And I was so hyped for that, and then it's Kane. That's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Kane! I mean, it's not that I don't like Kane. Kane is not a new era guy. Kane is not that fresh guy that we need to see. And yes, the match was decent, and that's why I'm gonna give it a 3 overall. And I'm gonna give it a 3 because it's a 3 because it's a really hopeful 3 for the rivalry between Randy and Wyatt. Because Bray lost to Kane. Why? Because Randy needs a win against Bray. Bray needs a win against Randy. If Bray would have beat Kane, that would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. Bray goes for the Sister Abigail, pins Kane, and then Randy Orton goes for the RKO. Perfect. But no, Randy comes out for the comes in, goes for an RKO, and Kane goes for a chokeslam and wins. Why? That doesn't make no sense. Come on. Whatever. Still, I'm gonna give it a 3 because I'm really hopeful for the rivalry between Randy and Bray and see what we can have from there. But I hope Bray wins anytime. I hope Bray wins, but Randy also needs a win because come on, he got his head busted open by Lesnar. What is WWE gonna do with him? You forced your head being busted up. You said, oh, you're gonna have your head busted up. Okay, but Lesnar, and apparently they said that Randy, oh, you're gonna get your head busted up, but Brock is gonna do it in a way that's not gonna hurt too much. And Lesnar didn't do that. Lesnar didn't do that at all. But still, we're not here to talk about SummerSlam. SummerSlam is another way. But yeah, I'm gonna give it this match a 3. Kane versus Bray a 3. Orton versus Bray a 0. But still, yeah, I'm gonna go for this, and I'm gonna give it a 3 because the only good spot was the senton on the table. That was the only good spot. It was a senton on the table, breaking the table. That was great. And Bray mocking Randy. That was great. That's good stuff. That's Bray Wyatt. That's good stuff. And so yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3. And hopefully this rivalry can be a good rivalry in the end. Moving on to the next match on the card, we have the finals of the WWE Tag Team Championships. We have the Usos versus Heath Slater and Rhino. And the match itself was not all that. It was good. It was pretty much like how should I describe it? It was pretty much like Corbin versus Apollo. It was a good match overall, but it didn't have that, oh my god, such a good spot. No, it was not too much of that. That's match wise, I'm gonna give this match a 3. Storyline wise, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because Heath Slater and Rhino won, and I'm so happy for them because it was such an emotional moment. You have Heath being a lot of so much emotion on his face in the end of the match, and they're such a good pairing because Rhino, people were kind of iffy about Rhino when he came back. Oh, Rhino is not a he's not a guy from this new era, but pairing him up with Heath Slater, that is great booking. I'm sorry, that is great booking. Heath Slater's got a contract. He's tag team champion. He's over as hell with the crowd. He's great. He's great. I never thought I would like Heath Slater so much as I like him right now. He is a babyface, purely, of course, he's a babyface. Why would he go up again? He started as a heel, and he started to go to the top, and he just became over as hell with the crowd, and he slowly turned babyface, and that was great stuff. And I'ma tell you, even though the thing about the Heath Slater got me a lot of confused, he not being drafted, the storyline was great. Unfortunately, it's over, but I don't know. To be honest, I don't feel like this the tag team championship reign between Heath Slater and Rhino is gonna last too long. Unfortunately, I think the Usos are gonna win the titles really soon, and then American Alpha is gonna come back, and then sets up the rivalry from then on. So, but still, the match was okay. The ending of the match was basically the only thing that was good. One of the Usos goes for a super kick. Heath Slater gets down. Rhino gets in full speed with a gore, and he's begging for Heath to pin him, and Heath pins one of the Usos. 1, 2, 3. Heath Slater and Rhino won. I'm so happy. I'm gonna give the whole storyline. This is not the match. I'm gonna give the whole storyline a 3.5, because match and storyline 3.5. Match, it was a 3, 2.5. It was not all that, but storyline wise, it's a 3.5. It's great stuff. I love it. And moving on, we have the last match on the card, the main event of the evening. We have the WWE World Championship on the line. We have the WWE World Champion Dean Ambrose defending against the phenomenal AJ Styles. And this match was, besides The Miz and Dolph Ziggler, was the second best match on the card. You had both men putting up in a great match, and it had really good spots in it. You had AJ Styles trying to go for the Styles Clash on the apron, and then Dean pushes him off, and he hits the post on his elbow or something. That was great stuff. And they have brawling outside was great. And this match was good. It was a great match. It was a great match, awesome match. And Dean, to be honest, Dean actually did much better than I thought, to be honest. Dean Ambrose lacks the kind of move pull, because but not like the Usos or Roman Reigns. It's not that I don't like Roman Reigns, but he doesn't have too good move pull, but Dean has a better move pull than Roman, and he actually did a great spot. You know, he had that elbow. He did the elbow drop against AJ on the from outside, and what else did he was great. He was great, and I like the fact that they didn't have those false finishers when like they had in SummerSlam. John Cena AJ Styles was great. It was awesome. It was best, in my opinion, match of the year in WWE this year, but they didn't have that false finishes. Oh, John Cena goes for an AA from the top rope. AJ Styles goes for the Styles Clash. Kick out. No. Both men, they didn't win for their finishers at all until the match ended, which was good, which is great. And they put up in a great show without using their finishers, and oh my god, he kicked out. Oh my god, he kicked out again. No, it was great stuff. And yes, AJ Styles didn't win clean. He cheated to win. AJ Styles is a heel. Do you want Dean Ambrose to lose clean? That would just make Dean look weak. But yeah, the match ended with AJ Styles pushing Ambrose, trying to go for the dirty deeds. AJ pushes Dean into the referee. Referee gets knocked out by a couple of seconds, and AJ Styles goes for a low blow and goes for a Styles Clash. A really fast Styles Clash, let me tell you. He locked the hands and he went straight for it. And usually waits a bit, but He went straight for the Styles Clash. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles is the WWE World Champion. How many times have you begged to say that? How many times have you begged to say that AJ Styles is the WWE World Champion? You know, my favorite female wrestler is Becky Lynch, and my favorite male wrestler is AJ Styles. That gives you the sense that I felt from this pay-per-view. It was awesome. My two favorite wrestlers from each division are champions. And that was great. It was awesome. It was phenomenal. And yes, of course, AJ has to win by cheating, because first of all, if AJ wins clean, first of all, it would just make Dean look weak, and AJ does not look like a heel. And it was great. It was great. It was awesome. AJ Styles does no longer need to have that John Cena armband. He does no longer need it. He has that trophy that he gave him. That's it. That's it. I'm sorry for the pause, but that is it. AJ Styles is the champion. Keep the title until WrestleMania. To be honest, make AJ champion until WrestleMania. And AJ Styles is the first guy to win. Let me see if I have all this stuff correctly. NWA, IWGP, TNA, and now WWE World Championship. He is absolutely amazing, and WWE finally knows what AJ is meant to be. This is the AJ Styles we want to see, and they showed us. Are we mad? No, we're not mad at all. To be honest, I'm happy as hell. I'm happy as hell that AJ Styles is champion. I'm happy. I'm absolutely happy as hell. So, there you go. I'm going to give this match a 4 out of 5. I would give it the half, but that's just the bias of AJ Styles being my favorite wrestler at the moment. But yeah, it was good, great stuff putting up by Dean and from AJ. They're probably going to have the rematch at No Mercy, and AJ is definitely going to win then. They're not going to make the titles flip back and forth with them. No, I just don't see that. So yeah, give the match a 4 out of 5, and that's gonna be it for our WWE Backlash review. And overall, Backlash was a great show. I kind of want to give it a 4, but it's too much. I mean, a 4, it's too much, but I kind of want to give it a 4, but I think I'm gonna go with a 3.5 because I don't want to give it like 3.8. If I would give it, I would give it a 3.8 or even a 3.9. But we're gonna stick with the 3.5. But it's great stuff. Top 3 best pay-per-views this year. Clash of Champions. It's gonna be hard to top. So that is gonna be it. Like I said, for our WWE Backlash 2016 review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought of the pay-per-view. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. We'll be back 2 weeks from now because we're going to do our Clash of Champions, our Raw exclusive Clash of Champions preview and review when the time comes. So and when all the matches of the card are announced. So there you go. Thank you for watching once again. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well, because I really appreciate if you guys do that. I will see you all in the next time.